My name is Curtis Johnson. I'm the president and CEO of Scout Discoveries. We're a private US-based mineral explorer, principally focused on copper gold. We do a little bit in silver, lead, zinc as well. But we are an integrated geoscience team and a drilling company. So this is a bit of a departure on a few of the last talks, but we're really passionate about the business model and the strategy. We're here to reinvent mineral discovery, really around the process. We believe that strategy is the way that you get there, ultimately. So there's a problem right now. Many of us are familiar with this. The current model in which exploration is funded is largely broken, we view. And that's largely around the fact that junior companies are publicly funded. You need to raise money in public markets, which have typically a short timeline. This results in most companies looking more like lottery tickets than businesses. And it's not to say that the people running these companies are doing it incorrectly. It's the way the system, or doing it dishonestly. It's the way the system is set up to fund exploration, because exploration is capital intensive. Many of us are familiar with that. And really this developed because over the last 20 or 30 years, majors used to do much of the exploration, particularly the grassroots early stage work. But now it's been pushed down to junior exploration companies. And again, having to fund that, it requires public investors. But the reality is metal demand is increasing. And this figure on here is just to show that in a simple way. You can choose your metal of choice. We like copper. So green would just be the natural projection of demand. And then orange is if we do want to move towards the energy transition and the electrification of everything. So, most commodities related to that, we're seeing a 50 to 100% increase in demand. And when you couple this with declining discovery rates, it's a problem that we need to solve. And we think that the solution to that is actually a different model in terms of how you fund exploration. And that model really needs to take a long-term view. It needs to be combined with a sustainable business model, which, a business model that generates cash flow that allows you to continue to progress these projects over the timelines. And realistically, the odds are, 1 in 1,000, maybe 1 in 500 if you're good on these early stage prospects. So you have to overcome those odds with a sustainable model. And so to solve this problem, we've created a new business model, it's really built around the principle of vertical integration. So what we think the solution is really to excel at the first principles of discovery. So if you break down what a discovery is, it's quality geoscience, which most of our peers, most people in this room are quite good at, and then it's drilling. And drilling is the most expensive piece in this. And often we generate these wonderful targets, we move them ahead towards drilling, and we take the lowest bid possible. We've all been on rigs where you can't get the hole down, you can't test the target, it's 3 times as expensive. So we really aim to focus on these two things. We built a team of what was 5 people 3 years ago, is now approaching 70. We operate 5 of our own surface core drills, and we have a large technical team that we pair with that. And I'll explain in a second how that really comes together. But this chart here is to show that to get to discovery, the thing you have to maximize is meters drilled. You need to have quality targets, you need to do good geoscience, but at the end of the day, you have to drill more holes than anyone else. You'll probably drill more dead holes along the way, but you'll also drill more winners. And that's how we view that you can increase the discovery odds where we're at now. So at Scout, we own the discovery process from start to finish. We do the idea generation. A lot of the generative work we applied to be in BHP Xplor. It was all our team. We stake the claims, we do the soil sampling, the mapping, and then we do the drilling as well. From there, we look to partner with others. But the question is, how do we create value with this model? So the model, just a simple Venn diagram we pulled together to sort of explain this. But there's 2 really important things you need to optimize for. One is you need to have a sustainable business. So a profitable business with cash flow is very important in exploration. The other thing you have to remember is that we're here to make a discovery. Discovery is the value creation in this business, either discovery or mining, one of those 2 things. And when you lose sight of the discovery upside, you end up being more of a service provider than an exploration company. So on the right side of this Venn diagram is just to show the external exploration piece. So we have a large team that we contract out to various juniors and majors. We do, again, everything from claim staking all the way up through drilling. It generates cash flow, but there is no discovery upside for us. It's a way to sustain the business to where we don't have to just raise equity every year. And this year we've been executing on this for quite some time now, and we'll approach 10 million US in revenue this year. So it's a large portion of our business that funds a lot of our own internal work. So the other side of this Venn diagram is the internal exploration, where we have a portfolio of 12 projects that we've worked through about 100 over the last 7 years, and filtering these down through drilling. That costs money, but you maintain the discovery upside. And so where the magic happens is when this comes together, which is one of the main reasons we're here as part of Xplor. We look to partner with companies like BHP, and these are in your standard earn and joint venture agreements. The difference is, in this structure, we're the underlying owner. We're also the driller. We're also the exploration team. So it's this very integrated approach where that unit cell is cash flow positive. It's a way, again, that we can sustain the business over time. So how does this look in practice? On the right, just a series of contracts. We're sort of all over the western US doing all sorts of different things. And then on the left, looking at some of our portfolio here, projects on the copper side, on the gold side that we push forward that have large-scale potential. And then in the middle, we've recently signed our first joint venture with Centerra, where, again, we are the drilling company, we are the exploration team, and it's a very nice way to work together with a partner. So with that, I'd just like to leave you with a picture of the Scout team, the BHP team. This is one of our surface core rigs out on our Cuddy Mountain project. Just want to thank Marley, Charlie, and the rest of the team. It was a spectacular experience. And I urge you to take a look at the QR code or catch up with us after this if you want to learn more. So, thank you.